Today I'm going to teach you about yes or no questions in German. So let's get started. How do you ask questions in English? We have do, does, but in German it's a little bit different. For example, Wohnst du in Berlin? Do you live in Berlin? Ja, ich wohne in Berlin. Yes, I live in Berlin. Or you can give a negative answer. Nein, ich wohne nicht in Berlin. No, I do not live in Berlin. In German, yes or no questions are called Ja, Nein-Fragen or Entscheidungsfragen, decisions questions. So how are we going to form these yes or no questions in German? To form a German yes or no question, put the conjugated verb first. So the subject is going to come directly after the conjugated verb. We're going to have a formula like this: conjugated verb, subject, and other information. Let's look at the difference between a German statement and a German question. The statement, du wohnst in Deutschland. You live in Germany. And the question, Wohnst du in Deutschland? Do you live in Germany? So if we translated that literally, Wohnst du in Deutschland, it would be, live you in Germany? It sounds a little bit strange to an English speaker. But the conjugated verb wohnst is going to be moving from the second position that it's normally in over to the first position. Let's look at a few more examples until you get used to it. Du lernst Deutsch. You learn German. Lernst du Deutsch? Are you learning German? Maria arbeitet heute. Maria is working today. Arbeitet Maria heute? Is Maria working today? Ihr spielt Fußball. You play football. Spielt ihr Fußball? Are you, plural, playing football? Sie kommen aus Spanien. You come from Spain. Kommen Sie aus Spanien? Do you come from Spain? Remember that you formal Sie has a capital S. The main rule is that the conjugated verb comes first. Let's look at some more comparisons. Du bist müde. You're tired. Bist du müde? Are you tired? Du hast Zeit. You have time. Hast du Zeit? Do you have time? Du lernst Deutsch. You're learning German. Lernst du Deutsch? Are you learning German? This is the main idea of the lesson. For a yes or no question, you want to move the verb to the front. Now let's look at asking German yes or no questions with regular and irregular verbs. The same word order rule is going to apply for both. Du arbeitest morgen? You work tomorrow? Arbeitest du morgen? Are you working tomorrow? Anna kauft Brot. Kauft Anna Brot? Is Anna buying bread? And irregular verbs are the same. But some German verbs change their vowel when they're conjugated. So you still need to use the correct conjugated form in the question. Remember, in this free German lesson, you can get a free German verb conjugation worksheet. All you have to do is download the PDF. You'll find it on the course page, the A1 German course page. Let's practice some example questions with German irregular verbs. Du sprichst Deutsch. You speak German. Sprichst du Deutsch? Do you speak German? Er fährt mit dem Bus. He's going with the bus. Fährt er mit dem Bus? Is he going by bus? Lena liest ein Buch. Liest Lena ein Buch? Is Lena reading a book? And don't forget to conjugate the verb for the subject. Don't get confused and try to conjugate it for your direct object. For example, use du sprichst and sie es spricht. Sprichst du Deutsch? Spricht Deutsch? What about asking questions with the verb sein? This is one of the most common verbs in German. The verb sein means to be, so this is very useful. Let's say, du bist müde, you are tired. The question would be, bist du müde? Are you tired? Or ist zu Hause. He is at home. Ist zu Hause? We start with our conjugated form of sein. Next, ihr seid bereit. You plural are ready. Seid ihr bereit? Are you ready? Das ist dein Buch. That is your book. Ist das dein Buch? Is that your book? Sie sind aus Österreich. They're from Austria. Sind sie aus Österreich? Are they from Austria? And a few more examples. Bist du hungrig? Are you hungry? Ist das teuer? Is that expensive? Sind Sie Frau Wagner? Are you Mrs. Wagner? Seid ihr fertig? Are you finished? Let's look at a few examples of yes or no questions with the verb haben. This is another very common verb. We'll use the same structure with haben. It means to have. Hast du Zeit? Do you have time? Hat ein Auto? Does he have a car? Habt ihr Hunger? Are you hungry? Haben Sie eine Frage? Do you have a question? Notice that German does not add a separate word for English verbs like do or does. And what about asking questions with modal verbs? Do you remember our modal verbs? Können, can, müssen, must, wollen, to want, dürfen, may, sollen, should, möchten, would like. When our question contains a modal verb, we're going to put the conjugated modal verb first. And then our other verb is going to come in its infinitive form at the end of the sentence. This will make more sense when you see an example. The structure is going to be modal verb, subject, other information, and other verb at the end. For example, du kannst Deutsch sprechen. Our question would be, kannst du Deutsch sprechen? Can you German speak? Can you speak German? It sounds a little bit odd at first as an English speaker, but let's look at a few more examples. Musst du heute arbeiten? Do you have to work today? Willst du einen Film sehen? Do you want to see a film? Dürfen wir hier parken? May we park here? Soll ich dir helfen? Should I help you? Möchtet ihr Pizza bestellen? Would you all like to order pizza? Möchten Sie einen Kaffee trinken? Would you like to drink a coffee? Only our conjugated modal verb is moving to the beginning, and our infinitive verb is staying at the end. Next, let's look over at the questions with separable verbs. Separable verbs, if you remember, have a prefix that separates from the main verb in the sentence. For example, aufstehen, to get up, einkaufen, to shop, anrufen, to call, mitkommen, to come along, Fernsehen, to watch television. In a yes or no question, we're going to put the conjugated part of the verb first. The separated prefix is going to stay at the end. So, in a statement, du stehst früh auf, you get up early, we would ask, stehst du früh auf? Do you get up early? Get you early up? The structure sounds a little strange again at first, but all we have to do is come back to the rule that the prefix comes at the end. Let's try a few more examples. Kaufst du heute ein? Are you shopping today? Rufst du deine Mutter an? Are you calling your mother? Kommt Anna mit? Is Anna coming along? Seht ihr heute Abend fern? Are you all watching television this evening? Let's end with some very important German yes or no questions. Let's practice together. Sprichst du Englisch? Do you speak English? Lernst du Deutsch? Are you learning German? Hast du Zeit? Do you have time? Bist du müde? Are you tired? Magst du Kaffee? Do you like coffee? Now, if you go to the A1 German course, you'll find these exercises to match the question. See if you can remember the correct word order, and I'll see you in the next lesson.